Alrighty, so today, basically just going to be moving some stuff around because I've got quite a few spawns that are here that I need to get set up properly before I go back to uni next week so that I can, start growing those out. I've got this spawn here, I'll show you now. So this is a blue-black cross black celestial spawn. So there should be half-half, or around about that. And they've just had a huge feed because I'm about to put them into their little fry box. So this is the community tank where all the GBR adults are. You probably won't be able to see, oh there's one. So there's a GBR adult. And yeah, so hopefully these guys will grow really fast now that they're going to go into this water. It's clean community fish tank water. And yeah, see how they go. Okay, so I found a GBR spawn on one of the banana frond leaves that I put in the community tank, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out now. So, got to be very gentle because this leaf is very soft. Just quickly take it out and put it into the container of water. So this is, let's just make sure it's down. This is the tank water that it came from, so you can see all the eggs in there. It's a pretty good sized spawn. This pair tends to have a habit of laying eggs on top of each other, which is not a problem, but if there's a fungus or anything like that, those eggs underneath will get destroyed. So I'm going to go ahead. I have set up my little brooding box here. Just got an air stone in it at the moment. So this is just a juice container, one of those juices that you get from Woolies or Coles or wherever you are. Now I'm going to go and get this spawn, which is a huge blue-black spawn, and I'm going to put that in first, and then I'm going to put this spawn in with them, and see how we go. Alrighty, so I'm just going to fill up the container, and one thing to keep in mind when you're filling up your container is got to make sure that if your spawn is on a pebble, the pebble has volume and it has mass, and so you don't want to put the pebble in and then the container just drops straight to the floor. So I actually have one of these clips that you can get from Bunnings or your Home Depot or something like that, and it's a really strong clip. It's kind of like a hand exercise toy thing, and it's really good because it doesn't damage the glass, it doesn't damage anything, it's just kind of like padded in a way, and it really has a firm grip. So I use these because there's just a bit of extra security in case, you know, I'm sleeping at night and the container decides to fall and then fish decide to eat the eggs. So it's just an added thing that you can do. So as you can see, I've made the water level in the container about an inch maybe below the surface of the actual water, and this should be enough to put that pebble in, and of course our leaf which is in that container. So let's do that now. So I thought it would be pretty cool to show you how protective these guys are, and you can see as I put my hand near the spawn, both the female, which is this beautiful fish here, and the male, which is this aggressive, and he's a really good dad actually, very stunning blue-black male, they'll be attacking my hand, and they're kind of used to this now, so I just guide them away if they let me. And as you can see with my hand there, these guys are very, very large fish. Okay, so as I discussed, I'm gonna put the big spawn on the rock in first, and we'll do that. So as you can see, the eggs are in there. So what I'll be doing is obviously being very, very gentle. Take the leaf and put it inside, and then I just get a little utensil kind of thing, and just, without damaging any of the eggs, this really takes a lot of focus. You're just going to jam the leaf behind the rock, and that looks pretty well jammed. You can't really see that, but I'll pick the camera up now. Okay, so here's our leaf eggs, if you will, that are jammed behind the big spawn in the rock. So there's a heap of potential fry right here. There's a lot of eggs, and hopefully there will be a lot of fry. So you can kind of see what I've done, and then the egg crystal is going to be here, so hopefully there will be a nice current for the leaf and for the rock, but the leaf won't get blown away. So let's see how this goes. Alrighty, so our bubbles are going, and yep, it kind of looks really good. Nothing's moving around. Alrighty, so the only last step that we have left is to add the methylene blue or Melticure. I use Melticure just because they don't sell methylene blue at my pet stores anymore. Hold on a sec. Alrighty, sorry. This is my rainbow lorikeet, mustard rainbow lorikeet bow. This is her favourite treat, which is saltbush. Jeez, you're very chatty today. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. I thought it might be better if she joins us, but she seems really, really chatty today, so we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so as I was saying, we're gonna add Melticure. So I only add about 6 drops of this because this is a tiny dropper bottle. But if you're taking from the bottle that it comes in, it'll be probably like 3 or 4 big drops. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that now. So this, to me, in my personal experience, is the perfect concentration to keep away all different types of bacteria and fungus, mostly fungus. But yeah, it's really good. So it does kind of look like this pair are going to spawn again. So this is the parents to the spawn that we cleaned initially. Sorry, I'm just going to get this focus going. And you can see my male black celestial here, one of them, has actually got white lips. And that's because he actually interlocks his lips with other males whenever they're trying to challenge him for dominance. And so he gets a bit of scarring there. But it always heals, and he's got constant treatments, natural treatments here, including Melifix, which is always good. And this pair is about to spawn again, which is amazing. Now this female black celestial is actually very, very interesting. So this female does not have a mate yet. She was quite small, but she's done this ever since she was a young juvenile. She's always hung out by the glass, and she likes sitting on the glass waiting for food. And I have noticed when I'm not here, when I'm not in the fish room, she'll just swim normally. So I think she's just waiting for food. So I thought I'd just show you guys how interesting some of these personalities are in the rams. And then of course the parents to that really large spawn. I'm very, very proud of these guys. They've done really well, and they've spawned consistently for weeks. Every single week they come up with a spawn. A tip that I can give to you guys, if you have a very prolific breeding pair like this, I would always keep multiple stones in your spawning area, because as soon as you take out the other ones, they can protect and clean the next rock, and you know, it doesn't put them off breeding for a few weeks. So that's probably a good tip to keep in mind when you have such a good pair like this one. And finally, just to give you guys an idea of how well we are doing with breeding, this, I don't know how well you can see it. I'm using an older phone, sorry guys, but hopefully it comes out well. Maybe it'll be better if I do this. So there's a big spawn in here of black celestials, and I'm gonna have to clean out their container today. Then I've got some juvenile blue blacks, which are doing really well. They're in their container in the community tank today. So this is the community tank, which is undergoing some new planting and all of that sort of stuff soon. Just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. And then finally, we have a massive, I'll take the S-stone out, blue black spawn, which has just started, oh there you can see one baby, just started free swimming today. So they'll be on all the tiny foods like egg yolk and first bites and all of that. I don't use microworms at the moment because I don't have time to do the cultures, even though I know it's quite easy. But you could use microworms as well. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go and show you the garage fish, which are the blue blacks. There's 2 or 3 black celestials in here because I forgot to take them out. And the blue black pairs that I have, which will be going to their homes next week. So I'll show you those now. Apologies for the cloudy water. Every single time I do a water change on this tank, it goes cloudy for a few days because of the aqua soil, I believe. But you can kind of see that's a black female, which is darker than the blue black. So she'll be paired off with a blue black. And then these are the blue black males, which I just think are beautiful. They're just stunning. And you can see why she would be a black female instead of a blue black, because you've got a blue black here and then a black there, which someone actually asked me about. So there you can actually see it. So most of these are blue blacks. There is a black celestial juvenile right there. There are a few more of those floating around, but overall mostly blue black and some GBRs I think as well. But yeah, so I'm really excited to get these guys to their new homes. Kind of sad that they're going, because these are such stunning pairs that I'd love to breed with them, but I've just got to make do with what I've got here. So yeah. I forgot to mention I have some black celestial and GBR babies in here, which were stragglers actually in the community tank. I just found them wandering in the community tank. So that's not all dirt on the floor, that's actually the food that they eat, which is the powdered fry food. And as you can see, they're growing really quickly. And once they get big enough, they'll be going in this tank. Now in the shed, we have our black celestial, blue black and GBR spawns combined here. These guys are getting 50% water changes every day, getting fed BDS 5 times a day. So they're already growing, and some of them are growing a lot faster than the others for some reason. Guess it could be due to that dominance thing or something like that. And then those ones that you saw in the garage, well, most of them have been taken out of here. Because this is pretty empty, you can see 1 fish, 2 fish at the back there. These guys are just waiting to grow out a bit and they'll go into their bigger grow out. But at the moment it's kind of just being overrun by snails, and this tank still gets 50% water changes every day, and gets fed BBS 5 times a day, just in a lot smaller quantity than that tank up there. So yeah. Alrighty, so that brings us to the end of the video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the content. Just a quick update on the electric blue rams. They're doing well, growing really fast. The male's a little bit slow still, but I'm just really waiting for them to spawn so I can start improving that line. But you guys will definitely know about it when I do get them, because it'll be a huge celebratory moment. And progress on the fish, I sold out of all of my GBRs this morning, which is great, and that was through my website, and I was quite happy with the response, and people were so happy. Some people have even received their rams already, and they're really happy with that. So it's great to know that the OG pairs genetics are getting out there in the Australian stock, ram stock, and improving the genetics out there, because I always egg on about it, but yeah, our stock at the moment is not great, so where there is good stock, we should definitely hold on to that, make sure that it's secured in the genetics, and yeah, I'm very happy with how everything else is going. The L201s have eggs again, which is always good. I don't want to disturb them too much because if you're from Australia, and I think even everywhere, L number plecos are very expensive. So I don't even know how many eggs are in there. I just know that the male and the female were in there 2 days ago, and now it's just the male and he's fanning. So hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully there are eggs, but usually that means there are eggs. And yeah, so if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Even if you guys come here regularly and you haven't subscribed, just consider subscribing. It just makes this whole experience a lot more enjoyable, and you know, it really shows your support, so that's always good. And as always, we're trying to create a community here, an awesome, helpful, kind fish community, mainly based around rams, but any fish that you guys breed, you know, talk about it. You know, introduce yourself, say g'day, and you know, tell us how your fish are going. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys, and yeah, please consider subscribing because yeah, it would make a huge difference. Thank you so much everyone, and I will see you in the next one.